at the old Best Buy parking lot. It's a classic place to go. We got race trucks, trailers, everything set up, headed out. We're here, California 300. Truck's offloaded, camp's pretty much set up. I'll show you what camp looks like and what else we got going. So here's where main pit is gonna be. And then this is all racer camping around here. So, old girl made it good. Thanks to Isaiah. Baja Zay. Perfect trailer, dude. That trailer works flawlessly with my truck. I'm gonna steal it from him and give him money, and then I'll just say I bought it from him. How does that sound? Well, here's a little commando camp. We already got some smokers getting ready to do some smoking. Buddy's got some sweet rigs. Here's my old girl. Sleeps like 5, so that works good. I don't know where everybody is, but then we got balls. Yeah, it's Thomas Racing, 1455. Awesome truck. We gotta go check him out. Yeah, it's coming along. Shoot in the desert. You get ice cream from the ice cream man. On the menu, we got some chocolate sandwiches. Woo. So we're going on pre-race prep. Getting going. Hey guys, at Contingency now with all my homies. Talking to some of the other guys that pre-ran the course, and they're basically telling me that my truck's going to explode and their cars are going to die, and that nobody's going to be able to make the end of this race.
Late start over.
So we're feeling real good about this situation. We're going through tech over here. Everybody's lined up. We're just kind of waiting for the line to start. So, but yeah, it's looking real good. Real mint.
There's no way this could end badly.
Yeah, I can't imagine that anything could go wrong. What's up guys? I'm gonna jump into this video a couple times because I didn't get all the video I wanted to. I was pretty stressed out getting up to the race just from all the things that you have to do to get ready. So I'm gonna jump in this video a couple times and give you a little bit of recap of what was going on at the time and what I was thinking and whatnot. So after we went over the podium to get that's basically you're in line, you go over the podium, they interview you, then you go into tech. And tech inspections, that's where they look over everything in the rule book. Some tech inspections are more in-depth than others. This one was, they didn't go crazy. Of course, I freaked out about the window nets for like 4 days and they barely looked at them, so those were fine. There is one crossbar that, or 2 small crossbars that need to be bigger, but they were like, hey, you know what, your cage is 2 inches already, which is kind of overkill for this truck. And everything else was good. So, but while they were doing it, the guy handed me some paperwork to fill out, and I was so nervous I couldn't even write my name. Like, it was probably the most chicken scratch ever, just because I wanted to race, everything that built up to this. So luckily we got it all done, and you know, the guy was like, hey, congratulations, slapped a sticker on my truck, and I was like, we get to race? So luckily we went through tech and everything was good. So that was pretty sweet. That was like a huge weight lifted off my shoulder. So this next clip is me off the starting line, and I wanted to give you kind of a in the cab feel of what it was like when I was pulling up to the front and it was green, go green. Well, while I was waiting to pull up to the front and go green, I was just nervous as crap. Like, I didn't want to stall the truck, you know, like I didn't want to be a jabroni. So I started in first. Normally it needs to be started in like second because it's geared so low. Like, second's actually the good gear, but it was all soft on one side, so I freaked out. So my start was a little slow, but also we were going to be like putting the whole course basically. So we did kind of hang back, like as you can see in the start here. We definitely hung back a little bit and just kind of flopped over those jumps. We were like, we're not breaking this on the first freaking 100 feet of this track. So, but it was a good start, you know. Truck was running good. Also of note, after we went through tech and while we were pushing through contingency, my buddy Sean pushes down on my reservoir and realizes that there's no air in my rear. There's no nitrogen in one of my rear shocks. And we had done a little bit of test driving the day before, just kind of back and forth on the road a second, just to make sure everything was rolling right. And so we went by the King booth and checked all the nitrous and refilled it. And that's why the truck looks so squatty right off the bat there in a bunch of the pictures. It probably lifted the truck back up an inch once we filled those shocks up. So that was a huge godsend. Thanks, shout out to King for getting us hooked up there. But yeah, let's get back to the live action. First part of this race, I don't have a ton of video, but I got a little bit from when we started. And yeah, I'll give you a little recap on what happens. Well, guys, we're down here kind of stuck in this ravine. Just keep digging holes. It's kind of steep. That's where we came from. See another guy stuck up there. We fell off this ridge right up there. and then basically tried to drive down it. So we'll see. We're trying to get a recovery. So here's the current situation. We made it down this ridge down over here to the bottom, but because my axle was broken, I have one wheel. So we got a buddy to tow us up to here, and then we have another race truck down there that was getting towed out. So he came up to here to go around me to try and pull me out here, but now he's stuck there, and this is like super like this, so it's just dragging us towards the, yeah, it's not good. And all we need to do is get over up to there. Yay! So there you have it. That was basically our race. That turn that I went off on was super off camber. It wasn't very wide, and you really had to hug the left of the course on that spot. There was about 5 trucks and cars that went off. One went off right after us. I think that little line of cars that was coming up to that went off. So it wasn't just us per se that were, and you saw that other truck that was on the hill. That was the same thing. He broke his drive shaft after he went off that and trying to get back up. In hindsight, I should have just called race control and tried to get a tow back on the course, but for some reason, adrenaline was pumping and we thought we could get out down at the bottom, which obviously, as you can see, did not happen. And we broke an axle, which, you know, insult to injury. But, you know, you live and learn. My biggest thing for this race was getting off the starting line and getting a couple miles under the truck, and it was almost like a testing session, really. The truck was doing phenomenal. I probably could have pushed it harder, but, you know, it's best to just baby it. So everything went well as far as the truck's concerned. Got to throw a new axle in it, and she'll be ready to race again. There is still a bunch of little upgrades that I'd like to do, and I still have some things that didn't quite get finished before I went, as far as gauges and whatnot. So there's still a lot of forward progress that we can make on the truck, but I was pretty proud of her, and I think she needs some shock tuning for sure. But other than that, huge thanks to all my boys, Ian, Sean, Dave, my brother Dave, Dennis, my boy Carrie that came out and fixed some stuff, my wife Jamie, and the kids came out. It was super rad that everybody came out and helped out. So I couldn't be happier that, you know, I kind of put a milestone behind me now. We've been in a race. It's officially a race truck now. So I can say that my race truck is a race truck because it's been in a race now. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll maybe do a post race video once I get that axle pulled out and whatnot, and show you guys what the carnage might be from that. But thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all the things. See you later. Peace.